Later. Do you know of the Silver Grove, Earth's oldest and most pure forest? It is home to our most sacred shrine. We've learned that the Grineer, those twisted abominations, are planning to build a factory on it. Grineer Scorch units have been deployed, intent on turning our blessed Silver Grove to ash. Generations ago, we recovered an apothec recipe at the shrine. We believe it will reawaken the forest's legendary defenses. Gather the ingredients and deliver the apothec to the heart of the shrine. You are the only hope for the Silver Grove and the natural purity it represents. Give what you can, Tenno, to help us. Give what you can, Tenno.
Time is credit, Tenno, so we'll forego the usual formalities. We have a dire problem, you see, concerning the Mycona people. Have you heard of them? I see you. Well, they are quite resourceful. Unusual, really. The Mycona earn a living by harvesting the biological products of the infested. A dangerous trade, and we Perrin have always given them fair value for their goods. But I've received disturbing news. That cleric of greed, Nef Anyo, has raided their colony, making off with more than just the resources they depend on. It seems he took, well, here, look at this.
The dark-eyed man smashed our colony gates and kidnapped us. Locked us in here. But I don't care. It's Mom and Dad I'm worried about. Without the gates, the mumblers will be coming. They'll get sick, they'll start to mumble too. That can't happen. Papa says I'm blessed, so maybe I should pray? I'll pray for the Tenno to come. I'll pray for the Tenno to save my family.
That's Niwa. She was taken along with several more Myconian children. Those who remain are under siege from the infestation. Before we can rescue Niwa and the other captives, we must first restore the Myconians' defenses. Our financial strength is useless against the mindless horde. We need Tenno muscle. Will you help Niwa's people? Such generosity! I knew the Myconians could rely on you, Tenno. We must raise more capital to pursue our goals. We must raise more. See you out there, Tenno.
We await sacrifice.
Glenty, you know the legend of Ureli, yeah? The Wave Rider? Inspo for K-driving. Total legend. Anyway, you won't believe what I got me here.
Transmission from the Tempest.
Tenno, I trust Ergo Glast, but a colony that survives amid the infestation? It seems impossible.
Hey, are you gonna help these people out? Hey, are you gonna help these people out?
We await sacrifice. These may help the flow.
In his gluttony, Mr. Anyo took more than Mykona's most promising youth. He left the colony defenseless. 3 gateways lead into the colony. They all need to be shut.
Are you a Tenno? That son of a Atlantis and Atlanta lied to us. Told us he wanted to trade.
The Tenno came. They actually came. Ergo wasn't lying. He brought the Tenno.
See those infested tumors? Growing with malignancy, as greed did among the corpus when I was there. The Myconians can't close the gates. until these growths are destroyed. The colonists are going to force the security gate closed. Don't let the infested get to them. Don't let greed win. One door has been closed. 2 remain. Carry on. When that gluttonous freak, Mr. Anyo, attacked this colony, he went straight for the Triuna. He left these people defenseless. And for what? Profit? Typical Corpus mindset. Here's the second security gate. Destroy the infestation so the colonists can force it closed. That's it. Now make sure the Myconians can finish the job and close the gate. Only one more to go. These people are survivors. Over generations they've adapted, learning to live among the infestation. To earn a living as all should have the right to do, never asking for charity. Like the parent sequence. They were Corpus once, but they too sought a future free from the corruption of boundless greed. If only Mr. Anyo shared this vision. Out the growths. Here come the colonists. Make sure they can finish their job. sealed, but it's still crawling with infested. Clear them out so the Myconians can have their home back. The Myconians are safe, but only for the moment. Get back to your ship, and I'll explain.
This is all thanks to you,
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
You fought with a generous spirit, Tenno, but now we must work to free the Myconians and return the Triuna. The sequence offered to pay Anyo an exorbitant ransom, but he laughed it off. He doesn't need the money. So, we have no choice but to exploit Anyo's weakness. His love of gambling. Our only chance of freeing these people is to challenge Anyo and his brokers in the Index.
Slow down, Glast. My Tenno have already offered immense help, and now you want them to enter the Index? This is dangerous work.
Fair, but the Myconians aren't asking for charity. Their ancestral understanding of the infestation comes from an old war relic. A relic that I know will be of extreme interest to you. Return the Triuna, and the relic will be yours. A fair compensation for the risk. To beat Mr. Anyo at his own game, we must first show him that we are worthy competitors. Only then will he let us enter the upper echelons of this foul Index.
Masters nervous. Brokers in position. The bell about to ring. This is the index!
By the void, Ergo Glass! I thought you hated my index.
Yes, well, since you've refused our generous offer for their return, we've come to play the odds and win back the souls you stole. Tell me, are you feeling lucky?
Luck.
Not a good day on the index for Neff and his brokers. Broker down! Points in the open! Investors smiling on that capitalization. Not a good day on the index for Neff and his brokers. Broker down! Brokers in the red. And there's the bell. Market upset. Head win. Dark hides from boss. Capitalists, are you ready for the index?
You never were much of a gambler. Haven't you risked enough already?
If you're referring to all the titles and assets you failed to steal after my resignation, I've never been richer. I've gained a soul and seen the truth of wealth. On you, the rising tides of prosperity ought to raise all who brave the ocean.
Careful, Glass. You might drown.
Capitalization's trending up! Investors are eyeing those dropped points! Carnage! Points everywhere! Wonderful! Watch this broker with a bucket load of index points! Will they make it to the vault? Index points up for grabs! Carnage! Points everywhere! Wonderful!
Come on, brokers! How long are you going to let them do this to you?
Investors are eyeing those dropped points! Shocking turn of events! Appropriate expression! Got him! Right in the finances! Capitalization! Points in the open! Trading over!
Congratulations, Tenno. Just remember, on the index, nothing stays up forever.
Excited mood! The index begins soon!
We want our prisoners back. wager them before this gets expensive for you.
Fine, I'll throw in one of the prisoners. He's not the one I was looking for anyway. But the girl? She stays with me.
Index points up for grabs! Bad day for Annual and his investors. Points in the open! Big capitalization for Annual Corp! Rucker down! Index points up for grabs! Tenno, clawing back gains! Shocking turn of events! Appropriate expression! The Tenno are swimming up the index! Investors are eyeing those dropped points! And there's the bell!
Interesting performance, class. But do your brokers have the credits to keep going?
Glast, why is Neff so interested in Niwa? What are you not telling us?
I can only assume Anyo is trying to bait us back to the Index. Thankfully, his gambling is a compulsion. We must win her back for the Myconians.
I see.
Who have we got on the line? Oh yeah, I don't have a line. You know it.
I'm willing to bet one or two of these useless children if it means a chance to bankrupt your bleeding heart parent sequence. All those executives will surely come crawling back to me. Fodder for the Index.
Investors nervous. Brokers in position. The bell about to ring. This is the index. The bell. Start killing, fishies! Brokers. Investors are eyeing those dropped points. Those dropped points! Points!
Brokers, you need to turn this around. Your livelihood and life depend on
it. Investors are eyeing those dropped points! That's brokers in the red. Investors are eyeing those dropped points. Shares soar on that brutal capitalization. Broker down.
Come on, how long are you going to listen to?
Broker down! And the index closes! 10-0 win! Disappointed expression. Investors, ready your brokers! The index is about to open! An eruption of chaos on the trading floor! Investors are eyeing those dropped points! What a transaction! Investors are eyeing those dropped points!
Investors, are you down on the index? There's only one answer. Invest more credit. Avoid rewards fade.
Points in the open! Holding lots of points is dangerous and thrilling! Tough break for Tenno. Investors upset. Broker down! Capitalization! Investors are eyeing those dropped points! What a transaction! Points in the open! All eyes on the market upset. The 10-0 score! Investors get jittery. And the index closes! 10-0 real in the win! This is the index. I'm Cephalon Sark, your unbiased host. And the brokers are off! Index points up for grabs! points up for grabs. Restrained enthusiasm for that capitalization. Points in the open. Swimming up the index! Broker down! Trading over!
Oh, by the void, you got me right in the pocketbook, Tenno. Keep doing that, and I'm going to have to ask Broadbeck for a loan.
The dark-eyed man came today. He tapped the bars and said soon we'd be put to work. Fine, I screamed at him. Only if you tell us what's going on. Are my parents safe? He just laughed at me and said something about the void. I wonder what the mumblers would do to his face.
I can feel the void in these brokers. They're full of fight. Oh, by all means, Glass, keep the credits rolling. Fortune is like the seasons. It always changes. Well, for you, that is. All right, my loyal brokers. These fools wish to be parted with their credits. Let's see if we can't give them what they deserve. Buy the void. Ring the bell.
Investors nervous. Brokers in position. The bell about to ring. This is the index. And the brokers are off. Broker down.
This is highly irregular. The odds of that occurring by accident are astronomical. This was an act of sabotage.
Index points up for grabs. Capitalization's trending up. Investors are eyeing those dropped points. Potato are feeling the pain financially. Points in the open. Potato, one step closer to financial freedom. I smell a rally. Broker down! Capitalization! Shares soar on that brutal capitalization! And there's the bell! Annual Corp comes out on top! Go, boss!
I can feel the void in these brokers. They're full of fight. Oh, by all means, Glass, keep the credits rolling. Fortune is like the seasons. It always changes. Well, for you that is. All right, my loyal brokers. These fools wish to be parted with their credits. Let's see if we can't give them what they deserve. Buy the void! Ring the bell!
Who rules the index? Find out when the bell rings. And the brokers start trading bullets. Points in the open!
What was that? This is highly irregular. The odds of that occurring by accident are astronomical. This was an act of sabotage.
Investors are eyeing those dropped points! This is why Zark wakes up in the morning, folks! Bad day for Annual and his investors. Points in the open! Big capitalization for Annual Corp. Index points up for grabs. Potato desperately trying to become the market leader. Brokers, trading is complete.
To be quite honest, Tenno, I don't think you have what it takes to be a broker.
I can feel the void in these brokers. They're full of fight. Oh, by all means, Glass, keep the credits rolling. Fortune is like the seasons. It always changes. Well, for you, that is. I can feel the void in these brokers. They're full of fight. Oh, by all means, Glass, keep the credits rolling. Fortune is like the seasons. It always changes. Well, for you, that is. All right, my loyal brokers. These fools wish to be parted with their credits. Let's see if we can't give them what they deserve. Buy the void. Ring the bell.
Investors, ready your brokers. The index is about to open. The bell. Start killing, fishies! Brokers. Investors are eyeing those dropped points.
What was that? This is highly irregular. The odds of that occurring by accident are astronomical. This was an act of sabotage.
Taking big hits on the index. Points in the open. Points in the open! It's a hostile market for annual corp. Index points up for grabs. Tenno rally on the index. Dramatic. Points in the open. And there's the bell.
So be it. The void giveth, and the void taketh away.
Investors nervous. Brokers in position. The bell about to ring. This is the index. The index opens for capitalization. Broker down.
Congratulations, Tenno. Just remember, on the index, nothing stays up forever.
Who rules the index? Find out when the bell rings. And the brokers start trading bullets. Broker down. Taking big hits on the index. Index points up for grabs. Tenno rally drives annual corp confidence down, down, down. The index is up! Investors are eyeing those dropped points!
Come on, brokers! How long are you going to let them do this to you?
Index points up for grabs!
past, in light of their recent performance, we have decided to relist your brokers. You may now compete openly on the Index. You're in the big leagues now, little man. May the void keep you from ruin.
Success! We've been relisted. We can now place the kind of bets we need to attract the greed of Anyo. We need to entice him enough to wager the hostages and the Triuna. However, we must exercise caution. Don't come on too strong, or he will back off. We need to, as they say, hustle him.
Who rules the Index? Find out when the bell rings.
Fight hard and win, but not by so much as to make them all nervous. If Anyo loses by a wide margin, his gambler's instincts will make him walk away, and we'll have failed the Myconians, failed Niwa. Keep your victory within this margin.
Index points up for grabs! Big capitalization for Annual Corp! Investors are eyeing those front points! Shocking turn of events! Appropriate expression!
Come on, broker. How long are you going to let them do this to you?
Carnage! Points everywhere! Wonderful! Capitalization's trending up! Trading over!
Congratulations, Tenno! Just remember, on the Index, nothing stays up forever.
This is the Index. I'm Cephalon Sark, your unbiased host.
This is it, Anya. If we win this one, we're fighting for the return of Niwa in the next round. That, or we will walk away with your credits.
You're in no position to dictate terms. You forget, this is my index.
Ah, did you hear that, Tenno? Mr. Anyo is afraid he'll lose.
Capitalization! Points in the open! Restrain enthusiasm for that capitalization. Investors are eyeing those dropped points! Shares soar on that brutal capitalization! Points in the open! The Tenno score! Investors get jittery! Broker down! Trading over!
Congratulations, Tenno. Just remember, on the index, nothing stays up forever.
Capitalist, are you ready for the index?
Mr. Anyo, are you afraid the Void is no longer on your side?
Blasphemy! I am an instrument of the Void's will. From the Void flows fortune to those worthy.
Then prove you are worthy, Anyo. Up your ante, Niwa and the Triune.
Broker down! Bad day for Annual and his investors. Points in the open! Tenno rally drives Annual toward confidence. Down, down, down. Got him! Right in the finances! Annual Corp on the prize! Index points up for grabs! Got him! Right in the finances! Not a good day on the index for Neff and intruders. I smell a rally. Trading over!
The Void has spoken to me, Glass. I'll give you the chance you want, but it will cost you dearly. I will wager these pitiful colonists and their totem, but you must put in kind. If I lose, they're yours. But should I win, Glass, your corpus titles, holdings, land, all will be mine. So, what do you say?
I'm in.
Creditano, you ready for today's deal?
Papa said I was born special. Niwa, he said, you're not just our child. You're the Triuna, our protector. I guess no one asks to be the Triuna. It was just my turn. But without me, the Mumblers will take all of our families. They'll be mushed together like smudged ink. Lost forever. I have to get out of here. I have to get home.
Niwa is the Triuna. That's why Neff's so interested in her. Suddenly, this all makes sense. The Myconians had concealed her abilities to protect her. But why give a child such a burden?
Your habitation segment is complete, and the new room is ready. Orders cannot contain his excitement. Will you go there now, operator? Will you? Well, what do you think? Not too shabby, yes? Ordis hopes the operator enjoys this new room.
Do something. Get me out of here.
You know I can't.
Can't or won't.
If you recant, maybe...
You lied to me, Ballas. You're no different than the rest of them.
Margulis, please forgive me. Honored Seven, we have gathered here today to carry out the sentencing of Archimedean Margulis. You face the Jade Light. Recant, and we will grant a merciful death.
My daughters, my sons, I want you to know my last thoughts are of you. How long have we waited for this moment?
Forgive me.
For what? I am not who you think I am.
But of course you are. Imprisoned, just as she was.
Balance.
I will not abandon you again, Margulis.
Tenno, your codex has been updated with a new quest.
Operator, what is happening? Is the Lotus... is she gone? Ordis will attempt to synthesize her mission directives until we can figure out where she is. When in Cetus, do not drink the kombucha. You are incapable of producing the hydraulic effort required to unstick your tongue from the roof of your mouth the following morning. Operator, are you alright? Your delta wave spiked for a moment. Ever since she
abandoned you
was taken, Otis knows just what you need. A comforting memory from my data store.
Otis, don't.
Forgive me. This is who you really are, a Tenno. More than human, but once a child like any other. What do you
That's enough,
remember?
Otis. Scan for sentient energy on Earth. Recent activity.
I don't think... Oh, what's this? Marking on navigation. How did you know? Oh, Otis, this is the operator we're talking about. I am not sensing any sentience, but there is something. Oh no, ghouls. Something must have disturbed their incubation sacs. A disgusting life cycle. Operator, I am just a bug-addled cephalon, but if you ever need to talk, Otis would be happy to hear how depressed you are.
saw this place.
How? Did the Lotus show you?
I don't know, but I think she wants me to see this. I'll scan the scene. Check for Warframe traces.
This blade may predate everything in your arsenal. Very faint traces of mineral exposure. From Lua. Remnants appear to be of Warframe composition. I am not familiar with this design. almost crude. If you can get another scan, I may be able to synthesize a partial schematic of the victim. I know what you're going through. With the Lotus, I mean. Remember how you abandoned me? But look at how
angry,
happy I am now. Don't worry, operator. We'll find her. Processing. I have extraction ready. I think you should hurry.
Ordis, what's going on?
Are they coordinating an ambush? I may have underestimated ghoul intelligence. Expect resistance toward the extraction zone.
Another job well executed.
I've reconstructed what I could. Check your foundry, operator. Uncertain if any Tenno has linked with this design. The transference bolt seems different, but we cannot build this without more data.
What about Lua? You said there were traces on the weapon.
Right. One step ahead, aren't you, operator? Marking on navigation. Are you sure we want to build this Warframe? It could be dangerous.
What I saw, what the Lotus showed me, this Warframe knew Ballas. It tried to attack him.
What? The Warframes are transference controlled, battle envoys for the operator to command. I don't understand.
This one is different.
Orokin cipher. Impossible to bypass. They use mnemonic code glyphs drawn directly from your memory. Perhaps search the area? Curious. These markings seem fresh. Are there more? Another. Is that a paired symbol there?
The order may be important for the cipher.
Operator, when you found the markings, there were others near. This may help in determining the correct order.
sentient design?
An old design. Mimics. Sentient mimics. These haven't been seen since the old war. How did mimics get to the origin system? Operator, be vigilant when approaching... things.
Things?
Sorry, I can't be more specific. You found one. Memorize it. Another. And look, a different marking beside it. That should be the last one. Now, to figure out the correct order. You have all the codes, but the order seems wrong. These markings signify danger. Was this a containment cell for something?
Umbra. Kagans must have compromised the enclosure.
Likely. There are still strong aftershocks from when you pulled Lua out of the void.
It is with the greatest of risk that I commit this recording. The codices within reveal the hidden weakness of your most feared enemy. My creations, my frames of war.
A Vitruvian. This is rare Orokin technology. Incredible it survived this long. You should destroy it immediately.
What? No. We need to get inside. But it's locked to a new set of codes. I'm bringing it back for analysis.
I was afraid you'd say that.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
Operator, I'd rather not connect that Vitruvian to my systems. It could
make me crazy.
Affect my systems in unforeseen ways.
This may have belonged to Ballas. He's our only way to the Lotus. Please, Ordis.
You had to say please, didn't you? Ordis, you need to learn how to stand up for yourself. To say no and mean it, even if it is the operator's turn.
I have been upgraded, Starchild. Your Warframe blueprint now has the required data. Check Foundry.
Good morning, old friend. I'm afraid the disease has taken your voice, but we've prepared the finest serums to treat you. Shall we pass the time with a game of Comey, like old times?
You remember this game, don't you? Think you'll move in the board senses. Oh, this. I've had them fit you with a transference bolt, in honor of our history together.
And look who hasn't left your side since you took ill.
Look at him, old man. Look at your son. Look at your son. Do it.
Can he hear me? Father? It's me, Isa. Do you remember me?
Of course he remembers you, young Dax.
Which will make this reunion all the more tragic when you watch him die.
Ordis! What happened?
The Warframe I warned you not to build, that you built anyway, caused a massive transference overload and damaged my precepts. It has escaped out into the system.
When I linked to it, there was something there. A memory.
Warframes are transference proxies for the Star Child. They do not have memories.
Well, this one does. Might be why it's unstable. Ordis, let me look at the Vitruvian.
What led us here? You did, you vile blasphemies. Machines thinking, breeding. You were to bear us a new, promised land. But when you arrived at that distant world, you knew that in time, we would bring ruin to it as well, as we had to Earth. And so it was, we came to war.
Ordis, we need to track that Umbra Warframe.
Done, Star Child. Star Child, are you seeking revenge for its damage to me? Will you destroy this Umbra Warframe?
No, the codes are in his memory. If I can get close, I'll go in again and try to recover them. He's the key to finding the Lotus. I can feel it.
whatever it is. Approach with caution. Recover, Star Child.
Your move. I'm waiting. Make your play. Finally. Curious.
He loves this game. I'll never forget the time I finally beat him. But now I'm thinking he just let me win.
I see. Curious. I see. Mine. You served with distinction, old Dax. We commissioned a portrait in your honor, there, on the wall.
casualty in battle at Hull. I can't imagine. You were awarded the Lua Cross for valor.
Will you follow in your father's path?
Of course.
He will, and his children will. You see, these are the stakes of this little game. Each stone I capture will be another, and another, and another, culled from your subversive bloodline. You thought you could outplay me? I've had lifetimes to plan my defection. You spied on me, intercepted my communications. But I saw your move long before you took it. And so, we come to the consequences.
Father, you all right? Please, do something for him.
Star Child, were you successful?
I couldn't breathe.
Somehow you are inverting the flow, not from Tenno to Warframe, but Warframe to Tenno. There may be residual effects. Return to the ship.
Another job well executed.
Our hubris shone like a black star. For our technology, our war machines were your kin. How easily you turned them against us. We were forced to older means. Not circuits, nor light, but flesh and disease. Our horrors past, our ravaged outer colonies became gardens. We cultured the infestation, conceiving of a hybrid, transformed, but only just. The Helminth was created, born to yield these new warriors, worthy of battle against you, the great and terrible Hunhow. We took our greatest, volunteers or not, and polluted them with these cultured reagents. They transformed. They became infested. But only just. Their skin blossomed into sword steel. Their organs interlinked with untold resilience. Yet their minds were free of the infested madness. Or so we thought. We set them upon the battlefield, biodrones under our command. The Warframes, all of them failures. Surprised? They turned on us, just as you did. And so we had no choice but to commit them to grave. This is all you know, Hunho, but there is a hidden half, a secret that lies within a place forbidden to you and your kind. I speak of the void.
Starchild, repairs continue. Allow me to test vestigial precepts for a moment, like caring.
Operator, you need to stop this. You could suffer permanent harm from Umbra's memory. What if you internalize all this?
I feel like he's leading me to the truth about Ballas. Right now, it's all I have to go on.